not really care about, and this is where the sentiments come, because mandate given by the people of Maharashtra is to the BJP Shiv Sena, after which there was a Mahavikas Aghadi by Uddhav Thackeray, and Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister. But we saw how did the last from the last 2 to 3 months, because it's been 100 days, it's going to be in 100 days of Eknath Shinde and the BJP government. But it's very important to see what exactly the picture is going to be say in the coming days, because in any time from now is what we have been told that Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is going to address the rally. If my camera person Samir can show you the visuals from in and around of the even of the stage as well, because there are the ministers who have been continuously set, and the stage is all set for Chief Minister Eknath Shinde to address the public rally in BKC, and it's very important. And we at a certain point we are going to see an Uddhav Thackeray who is going to address a rally in Shivaji Park. But here will be a Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde who is going to address Dusshera rally in MMRD account BKC. Continuously rolling on this big story. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground, while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dokriani-Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground, while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana.
And on to the headlines at 4:30 in Baramulla. Home Minister Amit Shah leads the way, refuses to use bulletproof equipment at rally.
पूरी पारदर्शिता के साथ कश्मीर के अंदर चुनाव करा दिए जाएंगे। आपके खुद के नुमाइंदे यहाँ पर शासन करेंगे।
Amit Shah sets a timeline for Jammu and Kashmir elections. Big fight erupts. Will they fight or will they back out?
मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? ये चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? आपके हिमाचल में बन रहा है।
Prime Minister Modi is in Himachal Pradesh, inaugurating projects and celebrating Dusshera in Kullu. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat rakes up the population debate, says cannot ignore religion-based population imbalance. TRS renamed Bharat Rashtriya Samiti after KCR goes national. It is Uddhav versus Shinde camp now in Mumbai. It is the biggest political face-off on Dusshera. And we are cutting across to pictures of Prime Minister Modi as PM Modi made an impromptu decision to go till the Rath of Bhagwan Shri Raghunath Ji and took Bhagwan Shri Raghunath Ji's blessings. The chief deity of this region and is widely revered. This as soon as he came to the Rath, there was great fervor all around, and the level of excitement that was witnessed on the occasion of Dusshera. First pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is attending the Dusshera celebration in Kullu, and these are pictures from the Shri Raghunath Ji temple, where Prime Minister made an impromptu decision to go till the Rath of Bhagwan Shri Raghunath Ji and take the deity's blessings. A deity hugely followed, widely revered, and this was an impromptu decision by the Prime Minister as soon as he came to the Rath. So much fervor that was witnessed around.
Well, that's a Dusshera rally which has been organized, one by Uddhav Thackeray. It's in Shivaji Park. It's a Shiv Tirtha where he fought actually a battle with the Bombay High Court, where he filed an application before the Bombay High Court seeking permission to organize a Dusshera rally in Shivaji Park, and Bombay High Court has already given a permission. But I've been reporting from MMRDA ground BKC, where you can see a large numbers of Shiv Sainik which has gathered here in MMRDA ground, where the Chief Minister, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, is going to address the Dusshera rally this evening. And here are the large number of people who have gathered, because we know the teaser that has been released, whether from Chief Minister Eknath Shinde faction or whether it is from Uddhav Thackeray faction. They clearly mentioning from both the side that whoever the real Shiv Sena is should come to whether to the Shivaji Park or whether to the MMRDA ground. But what has been expected in the claim that has been made by Uddhav Thackeray and Eknath Shinde camp, that clearly mentions that it is something, a real Shiv Sainik which has to be here and looking after the law and order. Here we can see the police officials, senior police officials who have reached to the spot looking into the situation. Here we can see the visuals of a joint CP Law and Order Vishwas Nagare Patil, who has been taking a stock, and even earlier we talked to him and he has given an adequate number of police officials and personnel who has already been deployed for the law and order situation. But on the other hand, I will request my video journalist Samit to show you the visuals of the backside, even to the large numbers where the entire ground has been covered up by the Shiv Sainik. So this was the only thing which was made a claim by Eknath Shinde camp, clearly saying that this is an ideology of Bhai Thackeray, an ideology of Anand Dhige. Because if we talk about the significance of this Dusshera rally which has started back then, which was 56 years ago by Bhai Thackeray, the Shiv Sena founder, on 30th October 1966. That was the Bhai Thackeray who has started with the Dusshera rally the 4 months after the foundation, the beginning of the Shiv Sena, and right after that it is the legacy of Bhai Thackeray. It's been 56 years where the Dusshera rally has been continuously ongoing. But this time it's something very different. The different what we are facing, because it's since after Bhai Thackeray, it was Uddhav Thackeray who was organizing the rally in Shivaji Park in the Shiv Tirth. But also this time when there is a faction, there is a both factions, whether a split within the Shiv Sena. One is the Uddhav Thackeray camp, and other we are saying Eknath Shinde camp, the faction. But moreover, there was also a fight for the Shivaji Park, because the significance of the Dusshera rally, the legacy of Bhai Thackeray, which was continuously ongoing in the Shiv Tirth, that is Shivaji Park, where both the application that has been given from both the faction. But citing law and order at first, where the BMC has rejected both the application, and after which there was an application that was filed by Uddhav Thackeray camp before the Bombay High Court seeking permission. The assurance has already been given to the court, clearly mentioning there will be no situation of law and order, after which Bombay High Court has granted the permission to Uddhav Thackeray camp. But now there was also a safer side application that was given to MMRDA for this same BKC ground. But today is something very important, and what we have been witnessing after 56 years, there are two Dusshera rally organized by Shiv Sainik, and this is nothing but for the identification of the real Shiv Sena. Because we know at a certain point where the Supreme Court has clearly given a heads up to the ECI to take a decision over the symbol. But now who is the real Shiv Sena is something is going to be the strength of the people of the Shiv Sainik, what we have been showing you right now from the MMRDA ground. And also we showed our viewers the visuals of Shivaji Park, where my colleague Shivangi has been reporting from. So even we saw that the visuals from the Uddhav Thackeray camp fraction. Also, there was also a blame game. Of course, we heard clearly whether from the Uddhav Thackeray, from the Eknath Shinde faction, mentioning that they are going to get not the real Shiv Sainik, but the people from the NCP and the Congress, because NCP and Congress has actually showed their support, extended their support to Uddhav Thackeray for the Dusshera rally. But what we have been witnessing, there is the flag all around which is being placed here. Not only this, but the entire BKC. If we move around, and if my video journalist can show you all the visuals of the banner that has also been placed across the BKC of Eknath Shinde, who is the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and the other Shiv Sena cabinet ministers, their banners has also been placed all across. What we witness in the stage, if we can show you the visuals of the stage. Once I'll just show you the stage, which was also showing the visuals of Sanjay Raut, who is being arrested by Enforcement Directorate. So this is something very significant to see what exactly the nature, the atmosphere, and what will be the exact speaker. So also, as we are showing the visuals from MMRDA ground, I'll also go to my colleague Shivangi. Okay, so before going to my colleague Shivangi, who is in Shivaji Park, will show you the teaser, and then come back to the Shivangi, who is reporting from Shivaji Park.
All right, viewers, we are live and breaking right now, and like Alisha is at BKC Maidan, where she got us all the updates. I'm at Shivaji Park. This is Shivaji Park. I just want my camera person to pan around and show you. This is the amount of crowd which is gathered so far. Uddhav Thackeray faction rally is happening here. It will happen in a couple of hours right now. And this is Shivaji Park, the same place where Bal Thackeray gave his fiery speeches for years and years and years. Shivaji Park, the iconic Shivaji Park. Now remember that Uddhav Thackeray wanted to hold the Dusshera rally here. They went to BMC, then that was rejected, and they went to Bombay High Court with a green signal given to the Uddhav Thackeray camp. And now we are here today where this big rally will take place. It's a mega rally for the first time in 56 years, viewers. For the first time in 56 years, two Shiv Sena factions will be holding two different rallies in two different locations. So one Shivaji Park, other one BKC ground. Just have a look at the other side. This is a very big ground, like we told you, the largest ground in Mumbai. There are many people chanting, raising slogans here. Saffron flags as far as the eye can see. People gathering here. The numbers are increasing for the past few hours since we have been here, and a lot of slogans being raised. All the Uddhav Thackeray supporters have come over here. In fact, even women are turning up in some numbers to support Uddhav Thackeray. So this is what we are reporting. A lot of fervor so far But of course, we have to wait and watch what will happen in the evening, because again, the entire question is that who will carry out Thackeray's legacy? Who will that be? The big fight is happening already between Shiv Sena, Uddhav faction, the Shiv Sena Shinde faction, that who will carry the legacy of Thackeray, who has been giving speeches after speeches here, Shivaji Park, every Dusshera. So this is very, very significant. I'll ask my camera person to pan and show you around while I speak about how we came to this moment. Like I said, there was a legal battle which took place before we came to this moment. A lot of sloganeering is happening right now. Now, what can we expect next? So, we can expect some big announcements to be made as well tonight. And one thing is for sure, it's very likely that Eknath Shinde will be speaking about how Uddhav Thackeray has moved away from the Hindutva ideology. He also might attack Uddhav Thackeray about how he joined the NVA government with Congress and NCP, which was not the original plan. So many, many big announcements and many, war of words expected tonight. And we are live and breaking, and we'll continue doing so. It's a top story today. Don't go anywhere, taking a short break. Much more coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. World is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarakhand will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dusshera Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in
And we are now cutting across to this latest video of Iranian actor Mandana Karimi, who is fighting a lone battle when it comes to the hijab controversy and the anti-hijab movement that has even touched down in Mumbai. The Iranian actor who is protesting against the hijab, which is now a global movement, unstoppable. With every passing day, more and more women coming out in full force, raising their voice against wearing the hijab. Let's take a look at this video. So you see the Iranian artist who is protesting alone in Mumbai, and while she fights this lone battle, the question of Bollywood the silence of Bollywood that many are questioning today. Why is it that Bollywood does not come out in full force for when it comes to atrocities against women across the globe, fighting the regressive practice of wearing the hijab? And we see some very telling pictures and videos emerging from several parts of the globe. At this time, when the movement is becoming unstoppable, Iranian artist protesting alone in Mumbai against wearing the hijab. Rahul Ishwar is with me on the phone line. Rahul Ishwar, the question being asked today, as this video emerges from Mumbai, of an Iranian artist who is fighting this lone battle against the hijab, why is it that Bollywood is silent? We see them holding placards, we see them active on social media. Is it always about a PR exercise? Or is it about really fighting for a real cause?
Google campaign performance social media.
All right, we are trying to get more voices on this. The latest pictures and videos that have emerged. This is in Mumbai of an Iranian artist protesting alone against the hijab at a time when the anti-hijab movement is getting bigger by the day. And no matter what walk of life, what culture, what age group, women from every strata are emerging, every sphere are coming out stronger, no matter what the boundaries, what the limitations may be. They are fighting against this practice of wearing the hijab. A woman must be allowed the very basic right to dress up the way she wishes to, and that is what women across the globe are now saying. Why such impositions by the society? You see that Iranian artist who is holding that placard. Rahul Ishwar, I'm being told you're connected with us. If you can hear me, your response today to why this is a lone battle for this woman.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. 2 points. First of all, wholehearted assistance and support to a courageous woman who is fighting for the dignity of women and who has had the audacity and courage to raise such a great point. And, Mandana Karimi deserves all the respect and support from us. What is happening in Iraq is painful and shocking. People may differ in their choices, but suppression, and even UN went on to say that nearly 50 plus killings has happened because of the protest. That's absolutely painful. We share a civilizational bond with Iran for the past 5,000 years. And Iran is a nation which is very close to us. But unfortunately, over the past 30 to 40 years, the hardline conservatives led by the 1979 revolution has seized power and imposed some very bad and harsh restrictions. It is one thing to take upon hijab by oneself and impose others. But as we all know, the girl was killed there, which really led to protest. And I hope Bollywood will rise up too. Bollywood has also always been championing the cause of the downtrodden, of the marginalized. And we have seen great protests from Bollywood for, the 7-year-old girl who was raped in Kathua. So similarly, I hope Bollywood and the women in Bollywood will stand because this concerns directly to them, their dress code, their dignity, their freedom. So I hope our staff in Bollywood will rise to the occasion, support Mandana Karimi and also support this protest that is being led by her in this occasion.
Absolutely. Rahul Ishwar, many thanks for speaking to Republic. We'll continue to get you more voices. On that note, it's time for us to sip into a very short commercial break. A quick check of what's lined up on the other side, tracking every movement of the Home Minister who's leading the way in the valley. In Baramulla, he refused to use a bulletproof jacket and any related equipment at the rally.
कैंपेन में नई रजिस्ट्रेशंस के तहत जम्मू कश्मीर
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dokriani Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. World is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network.
गुजारिश है आदरणीय केंद्रीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री से तो अपने कार्यक्रमों से इस कंपेनियम का विमोचन करें जो कि सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स का कंपेनियम है। पूरे विश्व की आबादी के लिए तरक्की के नए लक्ष्य जो तय किए गए हैं उसमें जम्मू कश्मीर कहाँ ठहरता है हमारे देश में, उसका एक ब्यौरा है इस कंपेनियम में। सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स का कंपेनियम जिसके आदरणीय केंद्रीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री अपने कार्यक्रमों से विमोचित कर रहे हैं।
With that, we slip into a very short commercial break, getting you the very latest on the Home Minister's visit in Srinagar on the other side as we track the story very closely. Stay with us.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. World is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarakhand will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dusshera glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera.
All right, in Baramulla, Home Minister Shah leads the way, refuses to use bulletproof equipment at the rally.
पूरी पारदर्शिता के साथ कश्मीर के अंदर चुनाव करा दिए जाएंगे। आपके खुद के चुने हुए नुमाइंदे यहाँ पर शासन करेंगे।
Shah sets a timeline for Jammu and Kashmir elections. Big fighter-ups. Will they fight or will they back out?
चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? ये चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? आपके हिमाचल में बन रहा है।
Karthik, मुझे is in Himachal Pradesh, inaugurates projects and celebrates Dusshera in Kullu. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat rakes up population debate, says can't ignore religion-based population imbalance. TRS renamed as Bharat Rashtra Samiti as KCR goes national now. It's Uddhav's rally versus Shinde's in Mumbai, biggest political showdown this Dusshera between the two senas. In a big statement, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat has called for a comprehensive population policy that would be applicable to all. He spoke about the population imbalance, its concerns, and let's listen into him.
समग्र विचार करना चाहिए और ये भी हम देखते हैं कि जनसंख्या में प्रमाण का भी संतुलन चाहिए। हम भुगते हैं। जनसंख्या का असंतुलन हुआ तो 50 साल पहले उसके गंभीर परिणामों को हमने भुगता और केवल हमारा ऐसा हुआ ऐसा नहीं, आज की तारीख में पूर्व तिमोर नाम का एक नया देश बना, दक्षिण सूडान नाम का नया देश बना, कोसोवो बना। जनसंख्या में पंथ संप्रदाय के प्रमाण में अंतर आने से नए देश बन गए, देश टूट गए। यह असंतुलन जन्मदर एक
Development coming in. There has been a blast in Kabul at a mosque in the vicinity of heavily fortified Interior Ministry compound. That's been confirmed by the ministry spokesman as well. We are getting first pictures, and these are pictures at the blast site, which is now under a security cover. The blast took place a while back, and this occurred at a mosque near the Ministry of Interior, and this has been attributed to Abdul Nafai Thakur, the spokesman of the Ministry of Interior, who has confirmed it. Remember, Kabul is, as of now, under the control of Taliban, though the government is not recognized. We have seen a spate of blasts taking place. Just 3 days back, there was a blast at a school which led to the death of 18 students at an educational institution. And now a blast taking place very close to the Interior Ministry, in fact inside a mosque, and that's something which makes one wonder who's doing this. It's a declared Islamic emirate. Taliban is ruling it, and in a Muslim majority nation, who would be targeting a mosque? And that's something which makes one wonder whether the move from the earlier government to the Taliban regime has helped Kabul, have helped Afghans in any manner. Blasted a Kabul mosque in the vicinity of the heavily fortified Interior Ministry compound taking place. We have those two pictures. One is of security that has moved in, and the other one just after the blast. And this is the central district of Kabul, and Abdul Nafi Thakur, the spokesman of the Ministry of Interior, confirms the occurrence of an explosion in the mosque near the ministry. And this is a second blast that has taken place in last 72 hours. In fact, the blast that took place at the educational institution led to the death of 18 students. And reports coming in fact, suggest that 25 are injured, and that's these are early estimates. As of now, we don't have any information whether there have been deaths as well, but 25 injured. That's what we are getting to hear from sources. In fact, now confirmation coming in that 3 have in fact died in the blast. More pictures are there and clearly indicate towards hand of somebody who wanted to really cause maximum mayhem. This blast taking place in Kabul, and this is a Hazara Shia community. The mosque belonged to the Hazara Shia community. That's where the blast has taken place, and we'll get you more pictures and more information as the situation develops. But what is important is that a blast has been reported inside a mosque near the Ministry of Interior in Kabul, and it has been confirmed by the spokesperson of the ministry, Abdul Nafai Thakur, and 25 are injured, 3 confirmed dead. There could be more casualties. In fact, the number of those dead is increasing as we speak. Reports attributing to CNN suggest that a suicide bomb attack has been confirmed. Okay, let's go to Ankit. He's reporting from our Mumbai newsroom. Ankit, over to you. What more information are you gathering from social media and other sources, agencies, as to what led to this blast? Was it a suicide bombing? How many dead? How many injured? If you can update viewers on that.
Well, Abhishek, from what the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan is saying, this is a blast that took place very near to its own compound, and it is a compound that was frequently visited by the employees and personnel at the Interior Ministry. So far, according to the news reports emanating out of Afghanistan, the country's Taliban government says that there have been 25 people who are injured and there have been 3 fatalities so far. So that is the number that exists even until this point. Once again, I'd just like to reiterate that it is the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan which is issuing this information, and the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan that is the closest to this mosque that has come under this suicide attack. The spokesperson, Abdul Nafi Thakur, who is a Interior Ministry spokesperson, has confirmed the explosion in a mosque near the ministry itself. and he says that this was a heavily fortified compound very close to the premises of the government. It also occurred at a place where a number of the employees and visitors used to offer prayers very frequently, which is why there is a suspicion, Abhishek, that this is an attack that has targeted the Taliban government over there. We have seen in the last few weeks a number of attacks take place at various mosques. Mosques appear to be a target of those attacking the Taliban as well. In this case, preliminary reports telling us at this moment that it was a suicide attack that had taken place. The motive is as yet unknown, but certainly because of the proximity to the mosque in question, the government of the Taliban there appears to be awake to this, and it is close by, so we are getting the preliminary statements. A probe has been initiated into this, is what we are being told.
Also, Ankit, I can see, and we can see a lot of security arrangements already in place, a huge number of bunkered vehicles there in the pictures. If you're getting more information on that front, whether any VIP has been targeted because it was close to the Ministry of Interior, and you said that those who were working at the Ministry of Interior used to frequent the mosque.
There are no reports of whether or not it was directed at anyone in particular at the moment, but there are a number of vehicles that are evident from the visuals of the mosque. It also looks like an area that is not surrounded by too many tall buildings, at least from the narrow angle that we can tell, and it looks very much like a kind of area that may have previously been occupied by the US troops, the kind that you see with low walls and heavy fortifications. So that is essentially the location in which this has taken place, but we'll have to await to find out more details of why it was this mosque that was targeted, and what are also the reactions of the Taliban government in question, how quickly they have responded, what is the state of the investigation, and also most importantly, what are the true figures of the casualties involved, Abhishek.
Yeah, in fact, early reports suggest, Ankit, that 25 were injured, 3 are already dead. The number could increase. And we have seen just about 3 days back, there was a targeting of an educational institution where 18 students lost their life and many others were injured. I believe 50 plus were injured. This clearly seems to be the handiwork of those who do not want stability to return to Afghanistan, irrespective of whether the Taliban is in power or the earlier democratic government that was in power. These bombings, these suicide bombings, these terror attacks just do not die down in Kabul.
Most certainly not. It's been over a year, and the latest information that has been coming in has been about the Taliban hitting out in many cases against Pakistan, and Pakistan hitting back in turn, and the kind of statements that India frequently makes at various international forums about how Pakistan should not allow its soil to be used for terror activities are now being spoken by Pakistan against Afghanistan and vice versa. So clearly there is no hint of stability in the region simply because the Taliban has now taken over.
All right, let's go to our reporter from Kabul. If we can get some updates from him. If you can tell us what is the situation on the ground, how many injured? Early reports suggest 25 were injured and 3 dead. And was this mosque targeted for any specific reason? Is it a Hazara mosque, Shia mosque? That's why it was targeted? All right. Yeah, I think you're getting me. Our reporter.
1, 2, 3, sound check. Can you hear me?
Tell us.
Place.
Yes, I can hear you. Please tell us, update us on what's the situation on the ground. How many injured? How many dead? Why was this mosque targeted?
Ministry of Afghanistan. Please sound.
Ahangran, he's our correspondent for Iran and Afghanistan. He joins us over the phone. Falad, if you can tell us.
This incident has taken place in the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan, and the blast has taken place in a mosque in the Interior Ministry, in which, according to the reports, 3 people were killed and 25 others were injured. Up to now, there is no confirmation about the identity of the victims of this incident. And at the meantime, it's stated that this mosque is located in the Interior Ministry. Meanwhile, Abdul Nafi Thakur, the spokesperson of Interior Ministry, somehow has confirmed the incident, but he has stated that the mosque was outside of the Interior Ministry, and the main victims were the people who were have came to the Interior Ministry for their daily works, so they were public. At the meantime, there are some other unconfirmed news that one of deputy ministers of Interior Ministry has been killed during this incident.
One, Falad, you're saying that there is likelihood of a minister having been killed in the blast, which means the Ministry of Interior, their officers, and in fact the minister was the target, and who he could have been killed. A deputy minister could have been killed. Falad did not get the question. I'll ask again. Falad, you were just mentioning that reports suggest that among those dead, there could be a deputy minister of the Taliban regime in Kabul.
Should I speak?
All right, I'll go back to Ankit, in fact, in the newsroom. And Ankit, Falad was just suggesting that it's likely that one of those dead could be a deputy minister of the Taliban regime belonging to the Ministry of Interior, and the blast, in fact, has taken place in a mosque which was close by. Are you picking up some information on that, whether this can be confirmed that this has happened, because the blast has happened in the police district 15, and I know it's the most VIP police district in Kabul. That's also very close to the diplomatic enclave, the Shah-e-Nau, and Interior Ministry's spokesperson Abdul Nafi Thakur has confirmed the blast. But are you picking up anything which suggests that a high-value Taliban leader could have been the target?
Not at this moment, Abhishek, apart from what we've just been told, the hint we've been given that perhaps there could have been. There doesn't appear to be anything official at the moment from all the sources that we have. One thing that they are, like you're saying, also confirming is that not only was this mosque in the proximity of the Interior Ministry, many people are referring to it as the Interior Ministry Mosque as well. So there is more than just a geographic link between the two, and also it appears to have more of an affiliation as well. So that's something that we'll have to wait to see. For the moment, from whatever reports I'm reading and getting, the number of casualties appears to be between 25 to 26 injured and 3 fatalities. That's what at this moment the Afghan media is also reporting. Like you said, it is at the PD 15 locality, and the Afghan Interior Ministry's spokesperson Abdul Nafi Thakur is seized of the incident, and he has announced that an investigation has been initiated, but we don't know if there was any high value target at this moment just yet.
All right, Ankit, we have to stay on this story. Falad Ahangaran, our correspondent for Iran and Afghanistan, was just suggesting that there is likelihood of a deputy minister of Taliban regime in the Ministry of Interior having lost his life. And as of now, the report suggesting that 25 are injured, 3 are dead. This has happened in a mosque very close to the Ministry of Interior, which you suggested, Ankit, that it could in fact be inside the ministry, and that this has happened in the Police District 15, which is a heavily guarded area of Kabul. It is close to the, in fact, part of it is in the diplomatic enclave, and it just indicates that nothing is secure in Kabul, in fact. Reports also suggest that many of the Taliban leaders or those associated with Taliban were there inside the mosque when the suicide bombing has happened. In all likelihood, it's a case of suicide bombing, given the kind of numbers that are affected. And the mosque was used by visitors and sometimes by the Interior Ministry employees as well. And this was Wednesday afternoon, the third prayer of the day. And it's likely that many of those dead could be belonging to the ministry, in the sense they might have been visitors to the ministry for some sarkari work, or they could have been actually working there. Kabul's, we are getting latest updates, and in this one, this is an attack that has taken place inside the mosque, and we are as yet awaiting more details to come out of this. Blast has hit Kabul mosque vicinity of the interior, in the vicinity of the Interior Ministry. And we are trying to gather more information. The breaking news development is there. Eyewitnesses say that the number of those injured and dead could be more. These are again reports being attributed to online platforms and social media, and it is in fact now being suggested that a high value target could have been eliminated so far as these terrorists go. Let's go to Sher Shah. He is reporting from Kabul for us, the only channel which is getting you ground updates. Sher Shah, aapko agar meri awaaz aa rahi hai, if you are hearing me, please tell us what's the situation on the ground. We cannot make much out of the pictures. How serious or severe was the blast, and were there any high value targets? Reports suggest that a deputy minister of the Ministry of Interior of the Taliban regime could have been killed. All right, I think there is some network issue, but we are continuing to bring to you up to date with this blast that has taken place when congregational prayers were going on and inside the mosque. This is in Police District 15, very close to the Interior Ministry. The Interior Ministry, those visiting the ministry and those working there very regularly use the mosque, and eyewitnesses' accounts say that there were some Taliban leaders also inside the mosque when the blast has happened. That's going to be significant. This is the information that we have as of now. And on that note, as and when developed and we get more information, we'll bring to you. But let's have a look at stories from across the country in a top wrap. Telangana Chief Minister and TRS Chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao announced a change in the name of his national party as the Bharata Rashtra Samiti. JDS Chief H.D. Kumaraswamy was present at the announcement of the name of the party. Large crowd gathered at Kullu as Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the town to attend the Dusshera festival. The festival holds special significance as at least 300 deities from the valley arrive at Kullu at the Raghunath temple and are then placed at the Dhalpur ground where the festival is held. Prime Minister inaugurated the AIIMS at Bilaspur, talking about the difficulties faced in order for the hospital to be developed.
छोटा सा राज्य है, लेकिन ये वीरों की धरती है और इसलिए चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? ये चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? आपके हिमाचल में बन रहा है। दुनिया भर के बड़े बड़े लोग यहां आएंगे।
Speaking at a rally in Baramulla, Home Minister Amit Shah spoke about ending terror in the Union Territory, further stating how he would talk to the youth of Jammu and Kashmir rather than Pakistan.
कि पाकिस्तान से बातचीत करो। मुझे सलाह देते हैं, जिन्होंने 70 साल तक यहाँ राज किया, वो लोग सलाह देते हैं पाकिस्तान से बात करो। मेरा स्पष्ट मत है, मैं पाकिस्तान से बात करना नहीं चाहता। मेरे बारामूला के गुर्जर पहाड़ी और बकरवाल भाई हो गए। मैं कश्मीर के युवाओं को बात करता।
Alleging that the BJP was running a proxy rule in Jammu and Kashmir, AAP leader Harshdev Singh asked for the exact dates for elections in the Union Territory. Alright, let's go to Mumbai, where two rallies are taking place. One at the BKC MMRDA grounds and the other at Shivaji Maidan. This one seems to be at the BKC. And one is, of course, by Eknath Shinde's Sena, for Eknath Shinde, and the other is by Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, for Uddhav Thackray. It was customary for Bala Saheb Thackeray, the founder, patriarch of Shiv Sena, to address every year the Dusshera rally. And now with the split in the party, even the event has got split. In fact, earlier Shinde camp thought that they could hold their Dusshera Mela at the Shivaji Maidan itself, but after the court intervention, two separate venues were decided upon. Let's go to Alicia. She's there on the ground reporting for us. Alicia, please tell us, there has been a setback to Uddhav Thackeray already, with 2 of his MPs and 5 MLAs, more of them joining Eknath Shinde on the day of Dusshera. What is expected from the addresses, respectively, of Uddhav Thackeray and Eknath Shinde?
Every year we see that the Dusshera Melawa, which has been going since the 56 years. First, I'll request my video journalist to show you the visuals in and around where I am reporting from. I'm reporting from MMRDA ground in BKC.
Reporting from MMRDA ground in BKC, where the Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is going to address a rally on the day of Dusshera. So what I was really telling that it's very interesting to see, because every year we heard after Bala Saheb Thackeray, it was Uddhav Thackeray who has been questioning and making an attack on the other opposition party. But this year it will be the Shiv Sena versus Shiv Sena, that is Uddhav Thackeray versus Eknath Shinde camp. So this time it will be the question of the Hindutva, because that is where the teaser that has come out, whether from the Eknath Shinde camp or whether from the Uddhav Thackeray camp, they have been clearly mentioning the real Shiv Sainik. And that is where all the people you have been seeing here has been called off, clearly mentioning that they are the real Shiv Sainik who is going to come here at the MMRDA ground. So here's the large amount of crowd which can be witnessed here in MMRDA ground, and in some time from now, where we know that Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is going to address the rally, and of course there would be the question of a real Shiv Sena, and of course there will be an attack that will be going to made by Eknath Shinde over the Hindutva, because it's been now 100 days of this government, the new formation of government of Eknath Shinde and the Bharatiya Janata Party, clearly mentioning that Eknath Shinde left Mahavikas Aghadi just because that was something, a legacy of Bala Saheb Thackeray. the legacy of Hindutva, which they need to carry over the mandate that has been given in 2019. So I am showing you the visuals of MMRDA ground, wherein some time from now, where Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is going to address a rally. Continuously rolling on this big story. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarakhand will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dusshera Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation.
Nice weather. Get on the bobber. 42 bobber. Why do they call it a bobber? But does it matter? What matters is where are those birds off to? Southern hemisphere. Left. Right. Airplane mode. Rocket mode. 100. 110. Gravel ahead. Hill ahead. Up the hill road. Down a rabbit hole. Take the first exit. Have second thoughts? Take a chance. Worth it. Totally worth it.
All right, in a big statement, RSS chief, this is in Baramulla, Home Minister Amit Shah leads the way, refuses to use bulletproof equipment at the rally. Shah sets a timeline for Jammu and Kashmir elections. Big fight erupts. Will they fight or will they back out?
मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? ये चौथा मेडिकल डिवाइस पार्क कहां बन रहा है? आपके हिमाचल में बन रहा है.
Prime Minister Modi is in Himachal Pradesh, inaugurates projects and celebrates Dusshera in Kullu.
जनसंख्या में प्रमाण का भी संतुलन चाहिए.
RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat rakes up population debate yet again, says can't ignore religion-based population imbalance. TRS renamed as Bharat Rashtra Samiti as KCR goes national now. It's Uddhav rally versus Shinde's in Mumbai, biggest political showdown this Dusshera. In a big statement that would lead to a debate, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat has called for a comprehensive population policy that would be applicable to all. He spoke about the population imbalance and the concerns rising due to the population imbalance. Let's listen into what he said in his Dusshera speech.
समग्र विचार करना चाहिए और ये भी हम देखते हैं कि जनसंख्या में प्रमाण का भी संतुलन चाहिए। हम भुगते हैं। जनसंख्या का असंतुलन हुआ तो 50 साल पहले उसके गंभीर परिणामों को हमने भुगता और केवल हमारा ऐसा हुआ ऐसा नहीं, आज की तारीख में पूर्व तिमोर नाम का एक नया देश बना, दक्षिण सुदान नाम का नया देश बना, कोसोवो बना। जनसंख्या में पंथ संप्रदाय के प्रमाण में अंतर आने से नए देश बन गए, देश टूट गए। यह असंतुलन जन्मदर एक भाग है उसका, लेकिन जोर जबरदस्ती या छल कपट से, लालच से मतांतरण, ये सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर है। और जहां सीमा पार से घुसपैठ होती है वहां घुसपैठ से भी ये होता है। उस संतुलन का भी ध्यान रखना देश हित की दृष्टि से अनिवार्य बात है और इसलिए जनसंख्या की एक समग्र नीति बने, वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो। एक बार बनने के बाद किसी को छूट न मिले और समाज इसको स्वीकार कर ले, इसलिए उसके लिए मन बनाकर उसको लाया जाए, इसकी आवश्यकता है।
शायद आपको एहसास होगा कि आप अब तक जो करते रहे हैं या बोलते रहे हैं वो गांधी के हिंदू धर्म के समक्ष ठहरता नहीं है, क्योंकि गांधी का हिंदू धर्म हिंदुत्व से मीलों दूर है, बल्कि ये कहूं हजारों मील दूर है। अगर आपके पास सॉल्यूशन नहीं है तो सीधे तौर पे कहिए कि हमसे नहीं संभल पा रहा, लोग विकल्प ढूंढ लेंगे। लेकिन ये डॉग विसिल पॉलिटिक्स करके, रेटोरिक पैदा करके आप लोगों को गुमराह नहीं कर सकते। सरकार बिना आवरण के है इन मुद्दों पर, उसे आवरण चाहिए और आवरण रेटोरिक से नहीं आएगा, रियलिटी से आएगा।
I think the basic question here is, what is the RSS definition or the RSS chief's definition of what is evil and what is good? As far as India is concerned, such concepts are being turned on their head. Because the question is, what is the definition? What is the state policy? What is the government approach to understanding this concept of good and evil? Are you...
All right, a breaking news development coming in, and we're back to the Maharashtra story. At least 5 Shiv Sena MLAs and 2 Sena MPs belonging to the Uddhav camp are likely to cross over and join Eknath Shinde camp today during the Dusshera rally. This is going to happen just a while from now. Let's go to Alisha. She's reporting live. Alisha, big setback to Uddhav Thackeray with 5 MLAs and 2 MPs from his camp likely to cross over and move to the Shinde group at the Dusshera rally.
Well, yes, Abhishek, what we know from our sources that there are 5 Shiv Sena MLA and 2 MPs from the Uddhav Thackeray camp are likely to join Eknath Shinde camp here in Dusshera rally, and which is where first I've been showing you the visuals from MMRDA ground in BKC, where Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is going to address the Dusshera rally in short while from now. But the reason to delay over the rally is what we have been told, because there is some of the talk that has been ongoing, because this is something, a claim that has also been made by Eknath Shinde camp, that there are 5 MLAs and 2 MPs from Uddhav Thackeray camp are going to join, likely to join Eknath Shinde camp. They are going to extend the support to Eknath Shinde today in a Dusshera rally. As we know that this Dusshera rally is something of very significance. It's been going since 56 years. On 30th October 1966, it was Balsab Thackeray, the founder of Shiv Sena, who started with the Dusshera rally in Shivtirth, that is Shivaji Park in Dadar. But this time, it is something very different and very significant to know, because at this point of time, the Shiv Sena is also organizing a Dusshera rally, but at two places. At a certain, where in Shivaji Park, Uddhav Thackeray is going to address a rally. On the other hand, there is Eknath Shinde who is going to address a rally, but also, more importantly, it will be very interesting to see who are the 5 MLAs or 2 MPs who are likely to join Eknath Shinde camp, which is why there is some of the delay in the while Eknath Shinde is going to address. I'll also request my video journalist Samir to show you the visuals in and around of MMRG ground, where the numbers of Shiv Sainik who has gathered here. We even know the teaser that has been released, whether from the Uddhav Thackeray camp and also from the Eknath Shinde camp, clearly mentioning whoever is the real Shiv Sainik should come to the respective place. We even know at a certain where Uddhav Thackeray camp has been releasing teaser clearly calling the Eknath Shinde camp as a traitor. But on the other hand, what Eknath Shinde has been claiming since the last 100 years, because we know now they are going to complete 100 years of government of Eknath Shinde and Bharatiya Janata Party. There will be an almost 100 days that is going to be completed. But what has been mentioned, clearly saying that they have been doing this, they did this split from Mahavikas Aghadi just to continue the legacy of Balsab Thackeray.
Right, the rival groups trying to claim the legacy of Balasaheb Thackeray. Alisha, also if you can tell us what is expected from the speeches. How is Eknath Shinde, for example, since you are at the MMRDA grounds, going to claim Balasaheb's legacy and differentiate himself from what Uddhav might be saying at Shivaji Maidan almost at the same time? All right, Kishori Pednekar is joining us over the phone. Former mayor of Mumbai, belong to the Uddhav Thackeray camp. And welcome, Kishori ji. If you can tell us, 5 MLAs and 2 Shiv Sena MPs belonging to the Uddhav Thackeray camp are going to cross over to the Eknath Shinde group. What does this really mean for Uddhav Thackeray now? I think we dropped it there, but we'll try to connect again with Kishori Pednekar. Alisha, coming back to you. On the face of it, it's a big setback. 5 more MLAs and 2 MPs crossing over to Eknath Shinde group from the Uddhav Thackeray camp. This really, sort of, on the face of it, makes everyone believe that it takes the wind out of the sails of Uddhav Thackeray just ahead of his Dusshera speech, where he could have, claimed victimhood, he could have claimed Balasaheb's legacy, but ultimately, it seems that most of the Shiv Sainiks continue to see reason in Eknath Shinde's rebellion. I mean, that's the reason why 5 MLAs and 2 members of parliament are moving or crossing over to Eknath Shinde. You think that Uddhav Thackeray, who has always been on a very sticky wicket when it comes to this rebellion, finds himself even more cornered today, just ahead of his very important speech?
Well, yes, Abhishek, it's indeed something, a setback if 5 MLAs and 2 MPs are from his camp, that is Uddhav Thackeray camp, if they join Eknath Shinde. Because it's not only the legacy which they have been taking forward and clearly claiming that whether it is Uddhav Thackeray who has been claiming that they are the real Shiv Sena, whereas here comes the Eknath Shinde clearly saying that the mandate that was given by the people of Maharashtra in back 2019 is to the BJP and to Shiv Sena, which is where they have violated the mandate of the people, which is why they have taken another step and they split from the main Shiv Sena, where at the first we know that there were 20 MLAs who went to the Surat and later to Guwahati, but all around we know that there are Eknath Shinde who has 40 MLAs with him. But yes, this is something a setback for the Uddhav Thackeray. It will come across when the ECI is going to hear the matter, because the case which was pending with the Supreme Court has already delivered its order, clearly mentioning that the ECI is going to decide over the symbol, and the symbols will only come after the MLAs, the MP, the corporators of one party or one faction has, and that is when the Eknath has been very much confident about, clearly claiming that he has multiple corporations who have been joining. So even this visuals that we have been showing you and continuously showing you the visuals from MMRDA, this clearly shows the mandate of the people, and of course the teaser that has been made by Eknath Shinde clearly requesting that the people of Maharashtra, saying that if you are the real Chief Sainik, then come to the MMRDA. And the picture says it all. We even know that it is somewhere the people who have been also waiting right outside the MMRDA ground, they are also waiting for Eknath Shinde to address the rally. But the significant and the most awaited Eknath Shinde speech, which is going to be happened, but ahead of that, what we have been told and the claim that has been made by Eknath Shinde camp, saying that there are 5 MLAs and 2 MPs from Uddhav Thackeray camp in the name of Hindutva and in the respect of the mandate that was given by the people of Maharashtra, they are going to join Eknath Shinde camp.
All right, thanks Alicia for the time being, but we'll keep coming back to you. The rallies are still to take place, the speeches still to be made, and those going to be very important for Maharashtra politics. We have to take a short break on that note, but Alicia, stay there. We would be right back.
A collision of multiple vehicles took place at the Bandra-Worli ceiling in Mumbai. The accident led to at least 5 people dead after 13 people were reported injured at the time of the incident. 2 accidents took place at the site, where an ambulance along with a car parked at the site of a previous accident were rammed into by another speeding vehicle. The vehicle that arrived at the spot rammed into at least 3 vehicles. 8 people are currently undergoing treatment following the accident. Meanwhile, PM Narendra Modi expressed his condolences following the accident, wishing those who were injured a speedy recovery. The road from Bandra to Worli was closed down following the accident as a result. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dusshera glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground.
RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat called for a comprehensive policy on population, saying that it should be applied equally to all. He said that while population imbalance leads to changes in geographical boundaries, population control and religion-based population balance can't be ignored.
जनसंख्या की एक समग्र नीति बने वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो, एक बार बनने के बाद किसी को छूट न मिले और समाज इसको स्वीकार कर ले, इसलिए उसके लिए मन बनाकर उसको लाया जाए, इसकी आवश्यकता है।
AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi has accused RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat of fear-mongering over population imbalance in his latest speech. Owaisi said that fear-mongering over population imbalance has resulted in genocide, ethnic cleansing and hate crimes across the world. He said if Hindus and Muslims have same DNA, then where's the imbalance? Adding that there is no need for population control. Inaugurating the AIMS hospital in Bilaspur in Himachal Pradesh, Prime Minister Modi said that in 8 years, the double-engine government has helped the state scale new heights of development, and today it has an IIT, an IIM and a central university. In a major announcement at a public rally in Baramulla, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that as soon as the work of compiling the voters list is completed, elections will be held in J&K with full transparency.
दिलाना चाहता हूं कि जैसे ही चुनाव आयोग का मतदाता सूची बनाने का काम समाप्त हो जाएगा, पूरी पारदर्शिता के साथ कश्मीर के अंदर चुनाव करा दिए जाएंगे। आपके खुद के चुने हुए नुमाइंदे यहां पर शासन करेंगे।
Taking on the Gupkar alliance, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that while the Gupkar model gave people the Pulwama attack, the Modi model set up a hospital worth rupees 2,000 crores in Pulwama. He added while the Gupkar model is for stones in hands, closed colleges and machine guns in youth's hands, the Modi model is implementing rupees 56,000 crores investment on the ground.
70 साल तक ये तीन परिवारों ने शासन किया। कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट आया जम्मू कश्मीर में, कितनी इंडस्ट्री आई, कितने कल कारखाने लगे, कितने युवाओं को रोजगारी मिली। 70 साल के अंदर सिर्फ 15,000 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट आया और मोदी जी ने ये 3 साल में 56,000 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट आज जम्मू कश्मीर में आने का काम किया है।
Amit Shah's election challenge rattles Gupkar gang. Now on the defensive, Omar Abdullah says he will show the record tomorrow while asking why were they invited to Delhi. With an eye on 2024 elections, Telangana's KCR launches national party the Bharat Rashtra Samiti, seeking to expand its electoral footprint beyond the state of Telangana. The ruling TRS changed its name to BRS now after it was passed in the party's general body meeting in Hyderabad. An Indian Army pilot lost his life in a cheetah helicopter crash near Tawang area of Arunachal Pradesh this morning. Pilot Lieutenant Colonel Saurav Yadav, who was critically injured, succumbed to his injuries during the treatment, while the second pilot is under medical attention. A court of inquiry has been ordered by the army to ascertain the cause of the crash. Taking a dig at the Shiv Sena chief Uddhav Thackeray, who has claimed that he, being the son of party founder Bala Saheb Thackeray, is the true inheritor of his legacy, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde put out a tweet with a quote of noted writer Harivansh Rai Bachchan stating, "My son, being a son, will not be my heir. Whoever will be my heir will be my son." An explosion hit a mosque near the Taliban's Interior Ministry headquarters in Kabul in Afghanistan. The latest attack comes days after a suicide bombing at a Kabul education center that killed up to 52 people. Taliban says the mosque was used by visitors and sometimes by Interior Ministry employees as well. All right, coming up on the other side, Amit Shah, the Union Home Minister, is in the valley, now in Srinagar, offering prayers at a Gurudwara. These are pictures coming in live from Srinagar Gurdwara, where Union Home Minister Amit Shah spent some time along with Lieutenant Governor Jammu and Kashmir Manoj Sinha. And he would be back in Delhi after this. A short break on that note.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarakhand will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dokriani Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a
Amid the massive avalanche that hit Uttarakhand, first team of ITBP personnel reached the base camp to carry out rescue operations. 6 mountaineers were rescued by the Indo-Tibetan Border Police in Uttarakhand amid their mega rescue operations. The 6 rescued mountaineers reached Matli in Uttarakhand for immediate medical treatment. These mountaineers were evacuated via chopper to the 12th Battalion ITBP in Matli. At least 4 mountaineers lost their lives after an avalanche hit Draupadi Ka Danda peak. Meanwhile, at least 8 trapped mountaineers in the avalanche in Uttarakhand were immediately rescued. While carrying out the rescue operations, SDRF, NDRF and Indian Air Force rescued the trapped mountaineers. As the operations in Uttarakhand continues, SDRF team is leaving no stone unturned to carry rescue trapped mountaineers. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, let's go back to the MMRDA grounds at the Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai, where the Eknath Shinde group, led by Chief Minister, is going to hold its Dusshera rally, a custom that was carried out by Balasaheb Thackeray till the time he was alive. And now, of course, 2 groups holding 2 different events, one at the MMRDA grounds led by Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, the other by Uddhav Thackeray, of course, because he believes he is the true legatee of Balasaheb Thackeray. Let's go to Alisha on that note. Alisha, we are seeing some speakers already on the dais. Has the Chief Minister arrived? And what time is the Uddhav Thackeray camp's rally? Are they going to clash in terms of when the 2 leaders speak, or are they going to speak at different times? And then we can hear and understand what point they are making on Balasaheb's legacy.
Well, yes, Abhishek, Uddhav Thackeray is going to speak at around 6:30, what has been told by Uddhav Thackeray camp, and where I am in MMRDA ground in Bandra Kurla complex, where Eknath Shinde was about to come by 5 p.m, but there is some of the delay. And what even we have been told that Eknath Shinde is going to speak right after the speech that will be conducted by Uddhav Thackeray. So that could be a proper, answer by the Eknath Shinde that will be given to the rally that will be conducted by and addressed by Uddhav Thackeray. So here, if we can get the sense of MMRDA, I'll ask my video journalist Sami to show you the visuals of MMRDA ground. Here the people who have been completely, every chair and every nook of the corner is being covered by the Shiv Sainik, and there is a music behind. It's a title music of Shiv Sena. So this is something, the legacy that we have been talking about, and of course, as you mentioned, the legacy of Thackeray that was going since back 56 years ago. It was on 30th October 1966 when just 4 months after the Shiv Sena was established, and the founder of Shiv Sena, Thackeray, first time in Shivaji Park had addressed the Maharashtrians youth and the Mumbaikars over the strength, to get the identity and to get the place, the identity and the place in the state of Maharashtra. So that is when the legacy and the Dusshera rally that has started, and it's been 56 years now. But this year, it's very significant and very interesting to know, because there is a two faction of Shiv Sena. One is the Uddhav faction, which is fighting and still with the NCP and Congress, which has came across, and what the Eknath Shinde, who is now the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, clearly saying that this is nothing but a violation and insult to the mandate of people of Maharashtra, who given a mandate back then in 2019. But Thackeray, the Hindutva ideology and also as well as Anandi ideology, that has need to be taken forward, after which he has decided to make a split. And now there are 40 MLAs, Shiv Sena MLAs with Eknath Shinde. And moreover, what I've been told, that the delay in Eknath Shinde rally is somewhere. There have been also talks, and there are some of the MLAs and MP from Uddhav Thackeray camp was likely to join Eknath Shinde camp right in the same rally. Once again, I'll just show you the stage. Also, there are the Shiv Sena ministers, Maharashtra cabinet minister, if you can see and name some of the Dadaji Bhuse, Shambhaji Raje Bhosle, Deepak Kesarkar, Uday Samant, Sandipan Bhumre, Abdul Sattar, and also Shiv Sena MLA Bharat Seth Gogavle, and also there are some of the other Shiv Sena MLAs who are already here present on the stage. So it will be a massive rally here in MMRDA ground. Continuously rolling on this big story. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground, while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarakhand will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dukhiani Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest.
Until the women of Iran are free, we are going to stand with you. Jian, Azadi, women, life, freedom.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat in his Dusshera rally seeks population control measures, links it to nation's development. The anti-hijab movement glows. Global Swedish politician cuts her hair in the EU Parliament. In Mumbai, an Iranian artist fights alone.
काल खड़ा है राम, क्यों इन सबको भेजा युद्ध के लिए? मैं तुम्हारे लिए आया हूँ राम, मैं तुम्हारे लिए आया हूँ राम। सामने आओ राम।
राम मत बोल, प्रभु श्री राम बोलो रावण, प्रभु श्री राम।
लक्ष्मण
क्या दीजिए लड़ने के लिए। थोड़ा पीछे हो जाए प्लीज प्रवेश भाई, थोड़ा मन से पीछे। सर आते जा रहे जय श्री राम। युद्ध आरंभ हो। आक्रमण।
आक्रमण।
जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम। विभीषण, विभीषण, भ्राताद्रोही, मेरे सामने कुलद्रोही। लो, मेरा तलवार कहाँ है? इसके गर्दन काट दूंगा।
ये महाराज है।
सुग्रीव, हट जाओ। तूने ही पूरे राक्षस कुल का नाश करवाया है। कुलद्रोही, जब तक इस जगत में मानव होगा, मानव जाति की प्रजाति होगी, कोई भी अपने बच्चे का नाम विभीषण नहीं रखेगा। तुझे तो यही काट डालूंगा। हनुमान, मेरी लंका में तूने ही आग लगाई थी ना? आज मेरे बाणों से तुझे कोई नहीं बचा सकता।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. World is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dusshera glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव प्रभु, बोलो मित्र। प्रभु, ये मेरा भाई बड़ा ही मायावी है। प्रभु, आप इसकी नाभि में तीर मार दें। जो इसने अपनी नाभि में अमृत सूख रखा है, अन्यथा ये नहीं मरेगा प्रभु।
कुबुद्धि, कायर, कुलद्रोही, ये क्या कर रहा है तो?
रावण, सज हो जाओ।
सामने आओ राम, और इन सबको पीछे करो। तब से हम ये खेल खेल रहे हैं। तनिक ठीक से तो देखो कि राम कौन है, कितनी शक्ति है राम में। कौन है इस विश्व का पालक?
रावण, इस सृष्टि की शक्ति सत्य है। इस सृष्टि का चालन धर्म है। और तुम किस शक्ति का प्रलाप कर रहे हो?
All right, these are pictures coming in live from the Ramlila Maidan in New Delhi, where in a while from now, President of India, Draupadi Murmu, would be coming, and then we would see the finale, the last pictures of the Ramlila when Ravan is killed by Lord Ram, and of course the ceremonial being carried out by the President of India as well. We are back after a short break. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat called for a comprehensive policy on population, saying that it should be applied equally to all. He said that while population imbalance leads to changes in geographical boundaries, population control and religion-based population balance can't be ignored.
एक समग्र नीति बने, वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो। एक बार बनने के बाद किसी को छूट न मिले और समाज इसको स्वीकार कर ले, इसलिए उसके लिए मन बनाकर उसको लाया जाए। इसकी आवश्यकता है।
AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi has accused RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat of fear-mongering over population imbalance in his latest speech. Owaisi said that fear-mongering over population has resulted in genocide, ethnic cleansing and hate crimes across the world. He said if Hindus and Muslims have the same DNA, then where's the imbalance, adding that there is no need for population control. Inaugurating the AIIMS hospital in Bilaspur in Himachal Pradesh, Prime Minister Modi said that in 8 years, the double-engine government has helped the state scale new heights of development, and today it has an IIT, an IIM and a central university. In a major announcement at a public rally in Baramulla, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that as soon as the work of compiling the voters list is completed, elections will be held in Jammu and Kashmir with full transparency.
मैं आपको भरोसा दिलाना चाहता हूं कि जैसे ही चुनाव आयोग का मतदाता सूची बनाने का काम समाप्त हो जाएगा, पूरी पारदर्शिता के साथ कश्मीर के अंदर चुनाव करा दिए जाएंगे। आपके खुद के चुने हुए नुमाइंदे यहां पर शासन करेंगे।
Taking on the Gupkar alliance, Union Home Minister Shah said that while the Gupkar model gave people the Pulwama attack, the Modi model set up a hospital worth rupees 2,000 crores in the same town. He added, while the Gupkar model is for stones in hands, closed colleges and machine guns in youth hands, the Modi model is implementing rupees 56,000 crores worth of investments on the ground.
शासन किया, कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट आया जम्मू कश्मीर में, कितनी इंडस्ट्री आई, कितने कल कारखाने लगे, कितने युवाओं को रोजगारी मिली। 70 साल के अंदर सिर्फ 15,000 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट आया और मोदी जी ने ये 3 साल में 56,000 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट आज जम्मू कश्मीर में आने का काम किया है।
Shah's election challenge rattles Gupkar gang now on the defensive. Omar Abdullah says he will show the record tomorrow while asking why were they invited to Delhi. With an eye on 2024 elections, Telangana's KCR launches National Party, the Bharat Rashtra Samiti, seeking to expand its electoral footprint beyond the state of Telangana. The ruling TRS changed its name to PRS after it was passed in the party general body meeting in Hyderabad. An Indian Army pilot lost his life in a cheetah helicopter crash near Tawang area of Arunachal Pradesh this morning. Pilot Lieutenant Colonel Saurabh Yadav, who was critically injured, succumbed to his injuries during treatment, while the second pilot is under medical supervision. A court of inquiry has been ordered by the Army to ascertain the cause of the crash. Taking a dig at the Shiv Sena chief Uddhav Thackeray, who has claimed that he, being the son of party chief founder Bala Saheb Thackeray, is the true inheritor of his legacy, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde put out a tweet with a quote of noted writer poet Harivansh Rai Bachchan stating, "My son being a son will not be my heir. Whoever will be my heir will be my son." An explosion hit a mosque near the Taliban's interior ministry headquarters in Kabul in Afghanistan. The latest attack comes days after a suicide bombing at a Kabul education center killed up to 52 people. Taliban says the mosque was used by visitors and sometimes by interior ministry employees as well.
Viewers, we're live and breaking and it's rally versus rally. Uddhav faction versus the Eknath Shinde faction. We have been reporting live outside Shivaji Park and we'll keep getting you the top coverage. A lot of crowd has gathered there and my the other reporter there, Alicia, also getting us all the details from BKC Maidan. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dokriani Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dokriani Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
In a big statement that has started a debate, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat has called for a comprehensive population policy that would be applicable to all. He spoke about the population imbalance and the concerns raised due to population imbalance during his Dusshera address.
समग्र विचार करना चाहिए और ये भी हम देखते हैं कि जनसंख्या में प्रमाण का भी संतुलन चाहिए। हम भुगते हैं, जनसंख्या का असंतुलन हुआ तो 50 साल पहले उसके गंभीर परिणामों को हमने भुगता। और केवल हमारा ऐसा हुआ ऐसा नहीं, आज की तारीख में पूर्व तिमोर नाम का एक नया देश बना, दक्षिण सूडान नाम का नया देश बना, कोसोवो बना। जनसंख्या में पंथ संप्रदाय के प्रमाण में अंतर आने से नए देश बन गए, देश टूट गए। यह असंतुलन जन्मदर एक भाग है उसका, लेकिन जोर जबरदस्ती या छल कपट से, लालच से मतांतरण, ये सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर है। और जहां सीमा पार से घुसपैठ होती है, वहां घुसपैठ से भी ये होता है। उस संतुलन का भी ध्यान रखना देश हित की दृष्टि से अनिवार्य बात है। और इसलिए जनसंख्या की एक समग्र नीति बने, वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो, एक बार बनने के बाद किसी को छूट न मिले और समाज इसको स्वीकार कर ले, इसलिए उसके लिए मन बनाकर उसको लाया जाए, इसकी आवश्यकता है।
शायद आपको एहसास होगा कि आप अब तक जो करते रहे हैं या बोलते रहे हैं, वो गांधी के हिंदू धर्म के समक्ष ठहरता नहीं है, क्योंकि गांधी का हिंदू धर्म हिंदुत्व से मीलों दूर है, बल्कि ये कहूं हजारों मील दूर है। अगर आपके पास सॉल्यूशन नहीं है तो सीधे तौर पे कहिए कि हमसे नहीं संभल पा रहा, लोग विकल्प ढूंढ लेंगे। लेकिन ये डॉग विसिल पॉलिटिक्स करके, रेटोरिक पैदा करके आप लोगों को गुमराह नहीं कर सकते। सरकार बिना आवरण के है इन मुद्दों पर, उसे आवरण चाहिए, और आवरण रेटोरिक से नहीं आएगा, रियलिटी से आएगा।
I think the basic question here is, what is the RSS definition or the RSS chief's definition of what is evil and what is good? As far as India is concerned, such concepts are being turned on their head. Because the question is, what is the definition? What is the state policy? What is the government approach to understanding this concept of good and evil? Are you guided by the Constitution of India? Is it not true that what is good and what must be considered good are the principles of communal harmony, of peace, of the rights of equality of men and women beyond castes and classes? Is that not the concept of what is good? And is that not the concept of what is evil, those who want to destroy the Constitution? What are we seeing today? Every religious festival is being turned into an instrument for communal division. What is happening in Garba panels? What is happening in the puja pandals? Are we going the British way? You know, there used to be signboards during the British Raj saying, Indians not allowed entry here, only the British can go. Are we going to say this community's members are not allowed entry into community festivals? So what is the definition? And where is this country heading? It is a matter of deep concern that such incidents are taking place without any intervention to prevent it from the governments responsible.
A short break. On the other side, the anti-hijab movement goes global. Swedish politician cuts her hair in EU Parliament in Mumbai, and Iranian artist fights alone. Also, Amit Shah in his Kashmir address drops a big hint on elections in Jammu and Kashmir.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dokriani Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. World is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dukhiani Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years.
A new NASA simulation showed that the moon might have formed much faster than ever thought of, following a collision of a Mars-sized object dimorphous with planet Earth. The formation might have taken in a matter of few hours, with the smacked asteroid being trailed by more than 6,000 miles of debris from the impact, thereby forming 2 bodies. Astronomers Matthew Knight of the US Naval Research Laboratory along with Lowell Observatory's Teddy Carreta captured the scene from miles away in Chile using the Southern Astrophysical Research Telescope. The smaller body will form the moon as gravity of the larger body will propel the smaller one forward, launching it into a wide and stable orbit. The simulation opened up new possibilities for the moon's evolution. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. World is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dukhiani Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
2021, the Indian economy was all geared up.
We are headed for greatness as a nation. We will be a superpower. If there's something that I want to see in our lifetime, it is to have our best living years as a citizen of a superpower.
Now there's a new goal, Mission Superpower. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Amit Shinde versus Uddhav camp on the Dusshera rally. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will be holding a rally at the MMRDA ground while Uddhav Thackeray organizes his Dusshera event at Shivaji Park. The Telangana Rashtriya Samiti is likely to be renamed the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti as Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao preps for a national foray.
The world supermarket. The world is ours for the taking. Witness the India growth story. Republic Media Network brings you India's biggest economic summit.
Rescue operations in Uttarkashi will resume today as massive avalanche hit the Dusshera Bamak Glacier. Meanwhile, a 5-member team of the SDRF and 3 instructors were dropped by helicopter at the glacier.
पवन सुत हनुमान की। आज का ये त्योहार सबके घरों में सुख समृद्धि लाए, खुशी लाए और हम हर वर्ष इसी तरीके से यहाँ पर ये मनाते रहें। ये कामना करें कि इन बुराइयों के तरीके से कोविड का भी अंत हो, भ्रष्टाचार का भी अंत हो और हमारी सरकार के मंसूबे सारे पूरे हों। बोलिए सियापति रामचंद्र की, लाडले लखनलाल की, पवन सुत हनुमान की। बोलिए भारत माता की, भारत माता की। वंदे वंदे वंदे।
और नहीं तो आप स्क्वीज कर दो स्क्रीन थोड़ा.
सब अपना अपना स्थान ग्रहण करके रखें. माननीय
Getting in breaking pictures from across the country as the nation marks Dusshera. We have some breaking news coming in from Mumbai. Speaking about the Dusshera rallies, the political rallies, there are two big rallies that we are watching very closely here in Mumbai. And the big breaking news update from Mumbai. Let's go across and get you the pictures. There's a picture that we have from Mumbai of Smita Thackeray and Nihar Thackeray, their pictures at the Shinde Dusshera rally. That's the breaking news update. We have the first picture coming in. Let's go across and get you the picture. And in just a few minutes. And there are Thackeray family members, Smita Thackeray and Nihar Thackeray. Smita Thackeray and Nihar Thackeray are at the Shinde camp Dusshera rally. And this is a big embarrassment, of course, for Uddhav Thackeray. He's been facing back-to-back setbacks. In fact, this evening we heard that 5 MLAs, let's show you the picture right now, 5 MLAs we were told and 2 MPs from the Uddhav Thackeray camp are also joining Shinde today, is what we are hearing. That's the claim. And then there's a picture which adds to the embarrassment. Let me go across and get you the picture. If I have that picture with us, that's the picture. Exclusive picture on Republic TV on the biggest story tonight. Rally versus rally, and that's Smita and Nihar Thackeray who attended the Shinde camp Dusshera celebration. So Shinde camp getting the numbers and the support. Getting the numbers and the support this evening. As we get you those pictures in BKC, it's a full house. Full house in BKC. I'm going across to my colleague Alisha as well, who's joining us live from the Shinde camp Dusshera rally. There are 2 big rallies in Mumbai. One of the rallies is at the BKC, where Shinde camp is holding that rally. The second rally is at the BKC where of course, the first big rally is the Shinde camp rally, the BKC. Second one is the Shivaji Park, where Uddhav Thackeray is holding his Dusshera rally. And these are first pictures. Alisha is with me. We have a poor signal because she's in the middle of thousands and perhaps lakhs of people who have attended that rally at the BKC grounds. Let me go across to her. Alisha, Thackeray family members with Shinde camp. Of course, Raj Thackeray himself has already shown his support and blessings for the Shinde camp. So, you know, you have Thackeray families, two Thackeray families backing Shinde, and Uddhav losing more support today.
Niranjan, it's clearly evident in MMRDA ground in BKC, and I'll also request my video journalist to just show you the visuals and give a sense.
Outside the ground, and they are not able to come inside because there is no space. So this is the condition. But yes, while talking about the Thackeray family, we even know that family where the Nihan Thackeray has already met Eknath Shinde, and he has extended his support and also mentioned that he wants a little home. And in the court cases that has been ongoing in Supreme Court, he is also going to assist. Moreover, there are now Smita Thackeray and Nihan Thackeray. Also, while speaking to the public, Nihan Thackeray clearly mentioned, we are here for to take forward the legacy of Bharat Thackeray. All the Shiv Sainiks who are being present in the same ground are for the Hindutva. They are the Hindutva, the only ideology of Bharat Thackeray and Anand Vijay. So this is the picture, and it's indeed a setback to Uddhav Thackeray, because what we have been told that there are more MLAs and MPs who are likely to join Eknath Shinde camp, because this Dusshera Melawa, because Niranjan, we know the significance of Dusshera Melawa, which has been on.
Because Niranjan, we know the significance of Dusshera Melawa, which has been ongoing since 56 years. It was back then in 30th October 1966, where Shiv Sena founder Bharat Thackeray has did the Dusshera Melawa, the first Dusshera Melawa, right after the 4 months while Shiv Sena was established, and there was this Dusshera Melawa for the Maharashtrian people, for the Maharashtra youth, and as well as for the Mumbaikars, clearly mentioning to get the powers and all. But at this point of time, we have been seeing and witnessing what happening in Mumbai, and I have been reporting from MMRDA ground in BKC. On the other hand, there is also another Dusshera rally, while after getting a battle from the Bombay High Court, where the Uddhav Thackeray has got a permission to hold a rally in Shivaji Park, but from any time from now, here will be Eknath Shinde going to organize and handle the Maharashtra.
Okay, thank you for that. There's a poor signal there where Alisha is right now. There's a live picture from the BKC. Let's just show you a live shot. In fact, grainy pictures, but it's a full house. If you can just ask your camera person to give us a live shot of that, Alisha, then we can just take a look at that, and then we'll go across and get you the other big breaking news update this evening on the biggest story tonight. Let's in fact, we'll keep cutting across to it when Shinde speaks or Fadnavis speaks. If that's going to happen, we'll cut across to that. Let's get you some more breaking news now, this time from Hyderabad and Karnataka. Let's go across straight to that. Okay, let me, in fact, look at those pictures. Look at those pictures from Mumbai. I'm going back to the pictures from Mumbai. That's a live shot. Let's go across to the live shot, Alisha's frame. She's showing us the frame of the stage, and that's a live shot. In fact, let's put that out on stage. It appears that all the leaders are standing on live view too. If you can cut across to that, Alisha's live frame. Those are leaders on stage. Looks like the entire Shinde camp is seated on stage. All the MLAs of the Shinde camp, all of them there. Those are exclusive pictures of them gathering in large numbers. Live shot from the Shinde rally venue. Going across to that, Alisha, we'll come back to you for now. Let's also tell you that we've spoken to the Thackeray family, the extended family of the Thackerays. We'll just play that out. We'll go across to that in a short while from now. Let's go across and get you some more breaking news right now. The other big political exclusive this evening on the biggest story tonight, this afternoon, KCR, the Chief Minister of Telangana, founder of TRS, which was the Telangana Rashtra Samiti, but starting today will be called the Bharat Rashtra Samiti. His first ally will be HD Kumaraswamy, and that's the Republic TV super exclusive. Big scoop on Republic. Kumaraswamy and KCR are going to fight 2024 elections together. Not just 2024 elections, they will also be fighting the 2023 Karnataka state elections. That's the other big breaking news update. We'll just put that out. They will be fighting the Karnataka state elections as well. KCR and Kumaraswamy in Karnataka and at the national level, which means another anti-BJP alliance in Karnataka. Let me go across to my colleague Prajwal. Prajwal, it's going to eventually perhaps help the BJP because all of them will be fighting for the anti-BJP vote is the observation of experts.
Absolutely, Niranjan, because now looking at how, the political dynamics are weighing in the state of Karnataka now. H.D. Kumaraswamy, the former Chief Minister of Karnataka and the JDS heavyweight, has clearly gone on to make a big statement saying that it is not only the parliamentary elections that they will be fighting together, but also the assembly elections too. Because we will have to note that in 2023, in the month of May, the assembly elections will be nearing in Karnataka now. So some big statements coming in now, and we also clearly saw that H.D. Kumaraswamy had extended his friendship towards the TRS party, and we very well know that KCR also had earlier spoken to the former Prime Minister and the JDS Supremo H.D. Deve Gowda, and now H.D. Kumaraswamy making an open statement in Hyderabad on the account of the launch of the Bharat Rashtra Samiti, the party which has been the national party which has been launched by KCR. So some big movements happening in Karnataka now, but also Niranjan, exactly the way that you pointed out, definitely this will be an upper hand for the BJP as well, because if you look at it, the other votes that the JDS is targeting now, maybe the minorities or the Vakkaligas or the Kurbas over here, including the Reddy community now, with the support of the BRS, will be taken away from the Congress. So it's a win-win situation for the BJP if you look at the caste equations over here, or else even the voter dynamics across Karnataka as well. But definitely a big announcement coming before the 2023 assembly elections as well as the parliamentary elections, Niranjan.
All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's the big exclusive coming in from Karnataka and Telangana. The first alliance at the state level and also for the national level. KCR has launched a party and very few supporters were with him. In fact, there were not many allies. He met Nitish Kumar and he's been meeting few leaders across different states, but it appears that when he launched a national party, there was only one party with him, and that party was the JDS. And that's the breaking news update. They will be fighting elections together. In fact, the VCK, which is an ally of the DMK, the DMK itself is an alliance with the Congress party. VCK, an ally of the DMK, was also there in Hyderabad. So there were two parties, one the VCK, the second the JDS. Small parties with him right now. Small parties as he fights Modi. Let's go across and get you the other big story that we are tracking today on Republic TV. In fact, a few pictures that came into our newsrooms. Not just today, but in the last few days, the most defining images worldwide. More and more women across the world showing their support, their solidarity for the Iranian women who are coming out in large numbers on the streets of Tehran. And this is one video. This is one video that came in from Mumbai. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this is an actor, an Iranian artist who protested alone. Now look at that. This was on Sunday. The Iranian artist protested in Mumbai and she was alone. Nobody joined her. In fact, some of the media reports claiming that when she reached out to her friends in the industry, namely in Bollywood, etc., and some of her colleagues from the fraternity, artists, nobody came out in her support. Nobody. And she protested alone in Mumbai. And these are pictures that came in. It's really sad. And let's also tell you that it's significant because the Bollywood and Bollywood actors who recently we have one defining post that was put out by an actor, Sonam Kapoor, I think her name is. She had put out a post backing the pro-hijab protests. Remember that post? We have it with us right now. I'm just going to put that out. She had backed the hijab protest. She had backed a hijab protest. And today when Mandana Karimi in Mumbai comes out on the streets of Mumbai alone, And she goes on record to tell the media that the kind of responses, let's show you those pictures and some of the quotes of what she told the media, Mandana Karimi. We have some of the graphics of the story. We'll put that on the screen as well. She said the kind of responses that she received from the industry included people saying, I have to speak to my PR team, we are just two of us, what can we do? It's better to post online about what's happening back home and give interviews. Those are some of the responses. In fact, those are some of the quotes that she gave to the media. Some people in Bollywood and in Mumbai told her, we are just two of us, what can we do? And she was also told it's better to post online about what's happening than come out on the streets and protest. Some told her, reportedly, it's better to just give interviews than come out on the streets of Mumbai and protest. And some also said they have family commitments. And one actor reportedly said, I don't care, I don't live in Iran anymore. And one actor also said, I have to speak to my PR team. One said, I will put out a story for you. And she has said, words have left me hollow and broken after what I was told by some of these people. In fact, there's a small video. I'll just play out the video to tell you the situation of this Iranian artist who's come to Mumbai and is trying to make a career in India. And what her colleagues in the fraternity told her when she wanted to protest against the hijab. Against the hijab. Because when it comes to for the hijab, they all came out, they called it a choice. Pro-choice. But nobody helped her. Nobody came out to stand with her. Let's play out a small video from her protest. And look at that. In fact, I just wanted to bring this post to your attention. When Bollywood backed the hijab, that's Sonam Kapoor. Remember Sonam Kapoor's post? She said, this can be a choice. She said, this can be a choice. And then let's go back and play that out. And she made that comparison to the hijab back then, Sonam Kapoor. She had made that comparison to the hijab and said, this can be a choice, but this can't. But it's not. When she tried to make a case for hijab, but when someone from her own fraternity came out and when thousands of women across the world, lakhs of them are coming out, millions of them,